Hi everyone, so everyone who's been watching me in the last year will know that I've been wanting to redo my setups and that time is finally here. So we started creating this farm setup in July 2019 and then later did the seaside, the campsite, and over in the corner the winter woodland, as this was when we got my Calico units that I've got in the middle that make up the middle table. Before that we had a table that actually had a hole in the centre that I could climb under and go up in the middle, so I was like on the inside of the buildings, as well as I could go around the table as well. So that was the table I had when I was little. But then I think in 2019 we then got these as my collection was getting bigger, so we needed more storage as I couldn't have everything out, and then started doing my setups. So today we're going to be looking at the farm. So this is pretty much the same as it's been since we did it in 2019. I haven't changed much, but today I want to try and change it up a little bit more, just to try and maybe get some more sets out, some more different things, and try and use the space a bit better. So we are a bit limited in what we can actually change and move, as the pond is here and that's all stuck down, so that will stay as it is. And I think the bakery looks good here next to the pond, as it is a watermill bakery, so I think that has to stay there and that has to stay there. But the rest, because I don't think the ploughed field, that's not stuck down, we can have a bit of a move around and see what works best. So the farm is up until the end of the grass here, that is where it goes into the seaside. So this area here until the end of the table is the farm. So let's have a look. So the first idea I had that would give me quite a bit more space, because it takes up a lot of room, is with this ploughed field. I thought it doesn't need to be that big, and also as it's got loads of different crops on it, it's got strawberries and runner beans and lots of different things, and I think I have other vegetables I haven't even got out on it that I have packed away in little boxes. I thought if I cut it into maybe 6 pieces and then have each could be a different vegetable on there, and then just have one stick out at a time, and maybe the other bits could be used in people's gardens, and not have the whole thing out that's taking up a lot of room when I could have something else there. So it had just been stuck down with blue tack, which you can still see, but I'm hoping I'll be able to get that off. And I'm so surprised at how green that is compared to how like yellowy it's gone there. Completely changed in colour. So maybe I'll have to start, especially in the summer, just putting the blind down in the day when I'm not in here, because if the sun has made it fade that much that it's gone yellow and that patch is so green, then it'd be better for it to be more green, as it is grass and we want the grass to look alive and not yellow. I'm so surprised at how green that was. But now we have quite a big space here to use, just need to try and pick that blue tack off. So I have been able to get most of it off, and once I've got things on it you won't even notice. So now I've got 6 pieces like this. I'm surprised at how well I actually cut them. They're all roughly the same size, and I just did that just by looking. I didn't actually measure it or anything, so I'm actually really happy with those. So yeah, the idea is that you just have a smaller field to grow things in. And they do still all fit on as well. So we can have more smaller fields rather than one big one. So I've also got this, which I made a couple of years ago, which is also part of the ploughed field, and then this is actually part of the packaging for dog poo bags. I've actually just used that over the top so it looks like a little greenhouse, so you can have things growing in here. I have these little leaves that you can just scatter around, good for autumn. Then here are the rest of the vegetables. So I've got more of the same as well as some different ones as well. I also do have pumpkins as well, which I think is with my Halloween decorations. From here we've got bulrushes and flowers. Here are some flowers as well. These are good to use along pathways. So I think the best thing to do next is to take off all the sets and buildings that I have out apart from the bakery and the pond, and then see what I want to add and start putting it all back on again. So now we can see the amount of space that we have for the farm, and again you can see how bright green the grass used to be and how kind of orangey yellow it's gone now. I can't believe that. And that's only like 3 years old. So let's start putting things back on. I think I'll have a look at my Sylvanian list and look at all the sets that I think would be good to have on the farm and then see if they fit. The first thing that I thought of that would be really good to have on the farm, as I don't have shops and stalls set up permanently, is the pony and cart, the one that came with Dapple and Penley Buttercup, as that has all the vegetables and things that they want to sell, with a little stall as well. So if I set that up here as you enter the farm, so you can go to the farm and they have like a little farm shop, I think that would be a really nice idea, because I think before what I thought was I didn't have room to have the carts parked on there once I had a little area for the horses, so, which I then turned into a garden later as well. If I have something, a little farm shop area here, then it'll be really nice for people when they come and visit the farm, that they can get their own vegetables at the farm as well. So I think this looks really cute and welcoming when you enter the farm, and you can buy some fresh fruit and veg that has been grown on the farm. And then next I'm also going to add the milkman, so they can sell milk at this stall as well. And then the beekeeper can also be here in the farm shop, and he can sell honey. So now they have a farm shop that sells fruit and veg, honey and milk. I think they could also have the fruit wagon here as well. Oh, and also I've had another idea, the juice bar that's owned by Betty Blackberry. That should be in the farm shop as well. So I'm really happy with my little farm shop area here. So I think the next thing to do is probably to put field view mill on, as that's the biggest thing, so I can work out how much space I have. So really I want to do that next. So here is field view mill. This is where the Buttercup cow family are going to live. So I'm going to set it up so they can live there. So I think once it's set up, I'm going to have it facing that way in that corner, so we've got space in front here and the space over there. I think that looks really good like that, whereas before I had it sideways and on the corner at the end here, but I think over at the back will work better. So here are the cows and they own the farm, so they're going to live in Fieldview Mill here at Buttercup Farm. So it's now time to set up their house. So I'm going to put the country kitchen set in here. Now I'm going to add a living room set. So I'm going to do the 3-piece suite, but the blue version. So now I've added the sofa and armchairs set. Let's go upstairs. We're going to continue with the blue theme, so I'm going to add the master bedroom set. And now we're going upstairs again. And this will be the children's bedroom. So now the house is set up, let's turn it around. So I've just bought another set that could go inside Fieldview Mill, and that is the farmhouse accessories set. So next I need to add Highlands Barn back in, and I think that that would actually fit better if that was sideways there where my little farm shop area is, and then if this was moved along so it was just behind the pond, so it's not like behind the bakery, because I think it would work better where it can be seen. I'm so happy with that. It looks so colourful. Next, I'm going to add the garden decoration set. So I'm going to put it up on there. and it also comes with ivy as well, which I'm going to tuck through the fences. So next, to fill this little space here, I want to add a little garden area where they can grow their fruit and vegetables. So I think at the end of the table, I'm just going to add this fence. So I think that looks better because then it hides the edge of the table a little bit. So now I'm going to add one of the ploughed fields. I decided to add the runner bean plants. So this is the vegetable garden set. Next I'm going to add the farmyard accessories set. This is the garden shed set and it comes with loads of flowers, and I also want to add the family garden set, so I'm going to have to find a way to squeeze them both in. So the last thing to do is to add some more farm animals. Ta-da! Now there are loads of people on the farm. I'm so pleased with this setup, and I can't believe how much more I've been able to add to it as well. I think it looks really good, and making the ploughed field so much smaller has really helped me be able to add more things to the space and also make it look a bit nicer. And I just love it. It's so colourful and it just looks like a proper farm. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!